Yes, what you say, man? Yes, your boy the Triple B. Speaking truth. Salam alaikum, shalom, ben shalom. Yeah, hi people. This is a great disappointment that I bring you this video. And what I mean by that is like, it's yet another nonsense video about chat, press conferences, and batty business in heavyweight boxing. So I start off with a Gay J. So Gay J has got this video, and this, he's released this new picture of him on Instagram, whatever, social media. He goes, wake up, chose violence. You know? Like, oh, Gay J, oh, you're so tough, Gay J. You know? You didn't really, you shied away from violence when you've been beaten up by Usyk, and Andy Ruiz the first time. Yeah? But apparently, so this thing is some kind of Nigerian joke, but he messed it up, man. Yeah? There's not, apparently you go, Nigerian joke is, wake up, choose violence. It's like a bit of slang in the Nigerian community, about beating man up. And Gay J, even though he's got his wisdom tattoo and his Africa tattoo, and he thinks he's he made it clear he's Nigerian, not British, whatever that means. And he's got all his Nigerian fans. Even his Nigerian fans are like, no, it's violence. Hashtag violence. What are you doing, AJ? You do not know how to say this properly. Yeah? So Gay J is messed up again. He's a pathetic human being, man. And I think, what do you say, man? You've chosen violence, man. You're scared. You've been beaten up by Usyk, Ruiz, two guys who are way smaller than you. Well, Ruiz in weight wasn't, but certainly, he's a fat pig, and he still battered you. And then Usyk as well. You're trying to talk big, again, as usual. And it's pathetic. And you in Saudi Arabia with your boyfriend, Ben Heine. Yeah, and Ben Heine right behind him, smashing him in the batio every day. Now, this is actually legal in Saudi, but they'll let Gay J get away with it. It's like they will allow the sheiks to indulge in degeneracy. So they will allow Gay J to be sodomized, right, by Ben Heine. And it's pathetic, man. It's like, if all things being fair, Usyk will batter Gay J. Yeah? Then you got Johnny Nelson. Now, Johnny Nelson, it's weird for a guy who was ex-world champion. He seems to know nothing about boxing. Or maybe he's just following. Yeah? He's just following, what's it called? The company line. And he's saying, Gay J is going to beat Usyk. I was like, why is that, Johnny? Well, because firstly, I beat him. He claimed he'd beat Usyk. Yeah, I'd be too good for Usyk, too skillful. And then he claimed, is it famously known, he claimed, Tony Bellew was technically a better boxer than Usyk. And, Bellew ain't got a hide in, man. Yeah. And now he says, Gay J, Gay J, he got Usyk in the end. Then in the fight, Usyk looked like he'd been broken by a bus, so that means Gay J's going to win. Now, I admit that Usyk's face looked quite busted up, actually, in the fight, considering he hadn't taken that many punches. But to imagine that, that is the justification for Nelson, that Gay J is going to win. I don't know, he hates Usyk. I don't know why. Maybe it's a racial thing. Maybe it's that he secretly knows, and he was a coward, Johnny Nelson. He was in two of the worst world title fights ever. He's James Warren, I think it was a draw, and Carlos De Leon, or maybe De Leon was a draw. He was so cowardly, even though he was enormous with broad shoulders and muscular. That's not to say he didn't make up for it later. He did. But, you know, what? I mean, what? Knocking out Eubank? Eubank is a super middleweight, man. You know, and that's your greatest victory. You're a pussy hole. Everybody know this. Anyone know anything about boxing knows that Johnny Nelson is a coward and pussy hole. Yeah? And then you got as I said, when would his batty business stop? When would his batty business talk stop? And talking about Corey's. Yeah? And you got Joyce. I'm a big Joe Joyce fan, right? Because I believe he's one of the real ones, or he was. You know, but something's happened, because listen to this. This is Joe Joyce and Joe Parker, yeah, talking about their upcoming fight.
Little Joe tickle. Little Joe's gonna tickle me on September 24th.
Slap you and punch you and everything else.
Oh, right. Ooh, you're hard.
Clearly, they're both hard. Look, I want to put this
Not
to
in
you.
that way.
No.
Little Joe tickle.
Right, now let's look at that again and notice what they say to each other.
Little Joe tickle. Little Joe's gonna tickle me on September 24th.
Slap you and punch you and everything else.
Oh, right. Ooh, you're hard.
Clearly, they're both hard. Look, I want to put this
Not
to
in
you.
that way.
No.
Little Joe tickle.
So, yeah, so you got Joe Joyce, who I said I liked, I think is real. He's like, "Oh, you're going to tickle me, Joe Parker. You're going to tickle me, Joe Parker." And he goes, "Oh, you know, you think you're hard." And then Dev Patel. I don't know, man. This guy, I'm sure he's from a Slumdog Millionaire, right? Yeah? He was in that film, Slumdog Millionaire. Remember Dev Patel? And he's like, "Oh, they're both hard. They're both hard." And Joe Joyce goes, oh, no, I don't mean like that." Excuse me? I mean, why is boxing, you know, especially the heavyweights, the talk is about Corey's, it's about batty business. Huh? What's going on here? And then you got Mike Tyson. Now, I've already explained to you that Mike Tyson is clearly compromised. Right? He's done the 666 symbol. He's done the 1 eye symbol. He wasn't always that way, by the way. You know, and that's why he got nicked. Now, you know, you remember he got put in prison for rape and on one of the worst charges in legal history, right? And some other occasions as well. Now, because they were telling him, like, you better get in line, bruv, or you're going to get ruined. And when I say they, I mean the elitists, right? And what happened? Well, he got in line. And he started flashing symbols. He started doing what he was told. So now he's got some... Right, so now there's like one daughter of his died in very bizarre circumstances, allegedly strangled by a skipping rope on the running machine. Now, this is a bit odd, man. It's highly unlikely. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely, right? And then he's got another. Well, it was. I suppose it was the daughter, right? I don't even understand this nonsense. Yeah? He's got a daughter, and she said, "Oh, I'm transmasculine." I don't know what that means. Like what? I'm now. I've got pum pum, but now I'm a man. Is essentially what she's saying, and he's pushing it a lot, Tyson. And he had an argument with some rapper about it. And, you know, the rapper's in on it as well, by the way. These are all, like, fake beefs just to put, you know, the agenda out there, you know. And so, basically, Tyson's saying he's got a daughter who's now apparently a boy and is real proud of it. What does that show you, man? You know about the transgender agenda. It's about transhumanism, right? And that means altering the human states physically with nanobots, yeah, with DNA manipulation, right? With all, you know, changing the human being from being what it was born to something else, whether that's surgery or whatever. And that's what it's all about. Why? Well, it's partially, right? It's partially if you're secular, it's a way to make people get comfortable with changing themselves and take on ID chips and changing their DNA. Yeah, if you're religious Christian, it's about destroying God's creation, right? And you know what? The Moloch and the Baphomet, right? Were both. These are demonic gods. I use that in inverted commas. Now they are both hermaphrodites. They are both parts of genitalia, and it's like a man with a willy and with breasts, right? So some other people say it was about Satanism. It's about getting back to Baphomet, Satanism, and Moloch, right? And two become one. Instead of being male and female as God created, you're now whatever you want to be, and you can be manufactured, you can be manipulated, you can be changed, you can be what you want. It's another illusion. Anyway, man, peace in the Middle East, man. I'm very disappointed with this sickness, especially with Mike Tyson. I thought he'd be able to stand up for himself, but he can't. He's been brought into it. He's a pussy hole too, right?